Welcome back, you beautiful people, and Merry Christmas. We are so excited to be bringing you along on our first ever Christmas in our home on wheels.
This week we explore the Edinburgh Christmas Markets and then we come home to cook a Christmas dinner in our van, which, as you can imagine, was more difficult than we first thought.
It's a disaster. My can kilt betrayed me. Get Santa on the line, tell him I might not be able to make it. Christmas is cancelled. Gemma, it's Christmas! It's Christmas! In 3 days' time.
I'm excited, but we're having Christmas today.
Yeah, we are. We're having Christmas today because obviously we can't film and release a video before Christmas, so today, it's Christmas, it's Christmas, it's Christmas! However, unfortunately, van life reality doesn't seem to stop just because it's a fake Christmas, and I just realised that our van has actually run out of water, so we can't shower it until I go and top it up. Luckily, we always carry a spare 15 litres. Yeah, I've been working out, babe, have you seen that? A spare 15 litres of water. I would rock, paper, scissors for who gets to jump out and top up the bucket, but I already know who's going to win that one. Spoiler, it's not me. It's actually pretty grey today. I'm hoping it clears up later on because we've got something very, very exciting planned we've not done for a couple of years. First things first, however, I've got a very cold shower to brave. Should we rock, paper, scissors about who's going to be doing that?
Oh, ton of hot water on.
You know, you are allowed to actually leave bed and do something.
It's cold. I'm working from bed.
Sit there with your diary in front of you, pretending you're doing something useful.
I promise, I'm planning.
So rock, paper, scissors for who goes to the shower first. Rock, paper, scissors. Yes! 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 Merry Christmas to me! Right, you, get in that cold box. Evacuate the bed. So of course, no Christmassy day out is going to be complete without a wee visit to some festive markets. We're going to head into the capital right now. First time in like probably about 2 or 3 years, we're actually gone into Edinburgh, so I'm very excited to see what the markets are going to be like this year, especially since we didn't even get to experience any last year.
So we're parked up at the Ingliston Park and Ride because for us, being in a big motorhome, that's just the easiest way for us to get into the city. We can just park up here and jump on the tram really quick to get into Edinburgh.
Christmas is just around the corner.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Coming up, just around the bend. Holiday couldn't be here sooner. Holiday for family and friends. And we've got pine tree, pine cone, evergreen, mistletoe, candy cane, Santa Claus.
I tell you what, how nice has it been back in the capital again?
It is so nice.
The markets this year?
They're a bit smaller than normal, but I guess it's
possibly
expected.
Yeah, less people coming from abroad and just probably expecting less footfall. This bit that we're walking on now is usually absolutely full of the market stalls as well, but they've only got the kind of upper part of like Princess Street Gardens. But there's plenty of food, plenty of trinkets and all that, souvenirs and everything, and I'm getting hungry, so do you want to go and get some lunch?
Yes, please. So we came up to the West Princess Street Markets just to have a little look at the ice rink, and actually they've got some food stalls here too, which are so much cheaper than down at the main markets. To be honest, all I've seen so far is the churros. So you can get like 12 bites for £4.50, whereas on the signpost that I saw down at the main markets it was just like a flat price of £7, so it seems cheaper. That's like a nice one.
Absolutely not. Like, we've been doing kind of workouts recently and I can barely tie my shoelaces, never mind ice skate. I think if I fell over on that I wouldn't be able to stand back up, which I definitely would fall over on that.
Funny story actually, Campbell and I first came ice skating here many years ago, and he didn't learn how to ice skate, and I just assumed that everybody knew, so I skated off without him and
yeah, left me.
Left him.
She literally skated away and I was just left standing in the middle of the ice rink with my feet doing this, traumatised.
Since then you've been ice skating in Canada though, and you were absolutely fantastic.
I've got a sore arse from it.
Oh, this looks good.
That looks very good. Very good. Let's go find Wary. You know Wary. So how much was it?
£6.
£6. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's quite a big portion. Classic 3 cheese mac with crispy onions, and it does smell very good.
Right, taste test.
Just good.
Cheesy.
I just love crispy onions, so this is always going to be good. That is so good. It's like proper warming, which is exactly what I want at our Christmas market. I only started liking mac and cheese maybe like a year ago. I don't know why, the thought of mac and cheese has always put me off, but this is like absolutely delicious. So tasty. As the sun set over the capital, we wandered along the cobbled streets and soaked up the beautiful sights, sounds and smells of the bustling city of Edinburgh. We then rounded off the day with yet another visit to the food stalls for the must-have winter warmer of any Christmas markets. What have you got for us?
Oh my goodness. Well, I know we ordered the 10 large, but like I was expecting them to be like a large portion, as in like 10 bits that size, but these are pretty large. I'm excited. Can't come to the Christmas markets and not get churros.
That is exactly what I need. I've got to say, if you're coming to Edinburgh, come off Princess Street, come up to George Street, and you need to come here. It's so good.
I think you're even just more guaranteed to get a seat up here. Like there's not that many seats, but there was a few spare seats when we got here, whereas when we were down at Princess Street like all day, there's just like nowhere to sit. It's so busy.
I've got to say, no matter how many times we leave Ellie and come back, it is always a relief to see her still there and just not being nicked. I was confused, however, because I was like, I don't remember parking that far into the hedge. It's because someone else has come along and parked right beside us. It's always safety in numbers, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right, let's get in here and let's get this heating on. And you know what, babe? I do not remember the van being this busy or this messy when we went to Edinburgh. What has happened? And it's also an ice box. We need to get this heating on. So we have actually had a lot of comments from people talking about gas heaters versus diesel heaters. A diesel heater is definitely something that we're going to be looking at for next year, but thank you to everyone with those recommendations. I can tell in January or in February I'm going to be hitting you up for kind of step-by-step instructions of how to install a diesel heater, because I am useless with that kind of thing.
That's better, nice and cosy. Shall we start cooking dinner then put the decorations up? Get it
How about we do both, yeah?
Yeah.
What are we not cooking, I think is the question. We literally have a feast for the absolute masses and there's only 2 of us. What do we have in here? This is all like veggie and vegan stuff we've found, and we're absolutely gassed by how good a choice it was this year. We've got a festive wreath, which is like got butternut squash and cranberries and stuff. We've got a turkey, roast turkey with no turkey crown, wrapped in vegan bacon with chestnut and cranberry stuff. And of course we've got potatoes, carrots and parsnips. We're just going to make our own, and broccoli, and we're going to make our own roasties. How this all works out in a gas oven, that's we'll need to wait and see how that's going to turn out. I think a couple of beers later we might actually get it working. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for this dinner. Somehow, even though I just ate a massive packet of churros, but just the thought of all this good food is making me very hungry.
So while Campbell starts on the cooking, I'm going to get stuck into getting the decorations up. But first, there's just one more thing that I need. Ho, ho, ho.
Where do I even begin with all of this food in a van? I've got 2 things for the oven, roast potatoes for the oven. Potatoes I'm going to boil them first, carrots and broccoli I'm going to steam. Let's get the oven on. That's a good step to start off with.
So we don't have that many Christmas decorations, but we do have a few little bits, and this is something that we brought home from Guernsey. We love it, it's battery powered and it's also just really cute. My mum made us some cute tree bunting, so I'm going to find somewhere to put this, possibly along, what do you think? Next we've got a cute little gnome snowman Santa thing. He's on skis anyway, so that's cool.
And that's the main reason Gemma's going out with me. That's how easily impressed she is.
What about hanging him there? And lastly, just got some nice tinsel that you can just like...
Ooh! Ooh la la!
I'm thinking if I put it across the 2 cupboards though, we're not even able to open them.
I think that's what the French would call, c'est très chic. My can kilt betrayed me. Oh no. The good news is, babe, that we've got beer flavoured carrots.
Oh yeah.
So Jamie Allers going to be on the phone any day now.
Oh my goodness.
We just had an absolute disaster. So there I was, right, raking through the freezer, just having a look at how much bountiful food we had. And I only went and discovered the most important part of any Christmas dinner. Pigs and blankets.
These ones are called...
Plant Pioneers,
shroom
10 shroom pups and why? Pigs and blankets.
I think they must be made of mushrooms or something.
We banged them in the freezer last week and forgotten all about them. So I need to hope that he's cooking time for the dinner, otherwise Christmas is cancelled. Get Santa on the line, tell him we might not be able to make it. Alright, so now it's time for the speciality roast tatties. Just got a tray full of oil. I'm gonna bang some butter in there, and then I'm just gonna take some of this rosemary and just basically scatter that around in there. Thyme, and I'm just gonna put that to heat up inside the oven, basically just to get the rosemary and thyme and the butter all melted in the oil cooking. And then I'm just gonna put my par-baked potatoes directly into that, and it should start frying them basically straight away. Fire in the hole and bang the tatties in. Now, when it comes to potatoes, there's one thing that really I do not understand, that everyone insists on peeling them. I swear, the skin is the best part. Always leave our skin on whenever we're cooking potatoes. We're gonna boil them first, then we're gonna roast them in the oven, and then we're gonna put a little bit of seasoning and spices over it, and it is gonna be beautiful. Alright, it's time for the magic bit of the potatoes, the bit that makes all the difference.
Oh my goodness.
They look good, don't they? Try not to spray oil everywhere. And basically just squash them. That's how you get a good roasty. Squash it down. Basically burst the crispy shell that's already there and let it crisp again, and it just goes so fluffy. Oh, and the smells coming off of it, guys, are just unbelievable.
I know, I wish we could send it
Unbelievable.
to the camera.
Look at that.
Why is that not a thing yet?
I think it's time to put these in. We did actually cheat. We kind of par cooked this before we left home in our parents' oven, literally just so we didn't need to use our entire tank of gas. So we're gonna bang that in for 15 minutes, finish cooking it, and then just heat it up. Disclaimer, full disclaimer. Wow! Look at this! Oh, where's your hat? There you go.
Oh.
Well sorted?
Yes. Oh!
You want to give us a tour of
No.
the... Oh no, what's
Oh,
going
no.
on? How are you wrecked the van?
Steamed carrots and broccoli. Some haggis bonbons. It appears like we're not having these as a starter anymore. We've kind of replaced stuffing with some haggis bonbons, but it's all good. Roast potatoes, pigs and blankets, kind of butternut squash and cranberry wreath. Turkey
No
style
turkey wrapped in
thing.
bacon.
Yeah. And considering last Christmas we had like nut roast central, we're very excited for all this.
I have no idea how I've managed that. How do you get on?
I got halfway through and I was like, I might be able to do this, but I'm struggling.
Fail.
I'm struggling.
What about those potatoes though? Can we talk
well,
about the potatoes?
I finished the potatoes, minus the one that's left in there. They are the best potatoes we've ever made.
The secret was this year was that I put the oil and the butter and the rosemary and the thyme and all of that in before I put the potatoes in. And it just makes the flavour so rich. Feel free to steal that recipe, by the way. It was the best potatoes you'll have in your entire life. Do that tomorrow. Well, yeah, you happy?
So happy, so full, so content, and we actually just finished off our dinner there with reading through the comments on our latest video. The video we've just posted is about our trip down to London to pick up the books, and I just feel all warm and fuzzy inside. You're all so nice, and I'm just so happy that you're enjoying the book and loving it as much as we do. Honestly, I know I keep saying it, don't mean to harp on about it all the time, but just makes me so happy.
Yeah, honestly couldn't have put it any better. Like, we're literally sitting here grinning from ear to ear. It's made our entire year and entire Christmas, and all the months of effort that went into that book totally worthwhile. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Alright guys, we've been absolutely murdering this Scrabble board. If anyone knows any words that are longer than 4 letters, please comment them down below, because like after 4 or 5 beers, I cannot think of a single one.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help the fact that I've been getting a row full of consonants, Campbell's been getting a row full of vowels, and then we've been like swapping.
I don't know anyone that could do Scrabble drunk, but I definitely can. We're going to be here all night, so we're signing this video off now. We just want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. We hope that you have the most fantastic year. You all deserve it. You are all fantastic people. We appreciate you all so much. We all love you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to us, and yeah, you couldn't say it any better. Hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see what videos we've got coming in the new year. I'd love to say we have great plans. We do have great plans, but
yep,
of course with what's going on in the world, they all keep getting cancelled and changing. So we're just going to see where life takes us, really, and I guess that makes it even more exciting. If you've got any ideas, drop them in the comments below and we'll surely take them on board and see if we're allowed to do them.
Absolutely. I mean, in the short term, we were supposed to be going to the Hogmanay party next week, and we were so excited to bring you guys along to Edinburgh at Hogmanay for the world's biggest celebration, but of course it's been cancelled. If you know anything better to do around the area, because we're still going to be around the Edinburgh area, drop them in the comments below so that we know what to do. We're thinking Arthur's Seat, possibly a Portobello Beach New Year's Day swim.
Possibly.
Maybe, if we're feeling crazy enough. So let us know down below, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya!